Welcome to the Microflush toilet training to create new valve molds, which will in turn be used to make new valves. This is episode 11. Look at the finished valve that is on the ground. That valve is our goal. The water in the bucket of the user interface will be held by the valve. The valve can be considered the bottom of the bucket that opens to dump the waste and then closes back up again with the counterweight after the handle opens and dumps the waste out of the bucket. The task is to obtain a valve from an experienced microflush toilet maker, which will be used to make the mold for the valve. The frame is 31 centimeters by 38 centimeters or 12 inches by 15 inches. The lumber used is 1 inch by 2 inches or 2.5 by 5 centimeters. And we are using the concrete bag for the bottom of the mold. So when the concrete is mixed, the paper from the concrete bag will be used instead of plastic if you have it, but it keeps the valve really clean. So now the goal is to make the frame as strong as possible so we can pour the cement into the mold of that frame. Now the existing valve will be washed and cleansed by washing it with water so that it will be used and ready when we're making the new concrete mold. And we will make a male and female mold with that valve. So one side will be the male side, and the other side will be the female side. And together, it will have the frame made out of cement that can mold the plastic when it's heated. So we are getting ready to put the cement into the mold and see what happens. The cement should be fairly dry and it's pressed into shape, and it takes a little bit of effort to get it into shape and some trial and error to get the cement to follow the angle of the valve, which will be used to connect it to the pipe. The first task is to get the mold completely full of cement, about 2/3 of the way on the wood frame. And when this is done, we will press the mold in for the first time to try it out. And now the mold is pressed into the cement to make the one side of the cement. And a hammer will press it down so that the hard plastic is now being put into the cement. And as we get the hard plastic into place, we will notice that there's gaps in the cement where the curve that's closest to us needs to be filled in. So that's what he's doing now, is filling in those gaps so that the mold that's made in cement will be 2 dimensions and will fit over that curve, and that curve now will be shown in the mold that is being created. And just a little bit of more cement where necessary if there's any gaps. And we wash off the plastic mold again, put it into the cement, and press down hard this time, and make sure that we have the mold fitting into place. And you're pressing down and hammering, but it's a gentle hammer to make the cement mold firmly into the shape of the plastic valve that is used as our model for this situation. And so we're lifting up the mold one more time to make sure that everything is just fine. This next time, we're beginning to take the other side of the mold and repeat the process, but the frame, one will be the male, one will be the female, and so together both of these molds will be used to make this plastic shape, which we'll show you later in this episode. It's a matter of just pressing down in the cement and getting that firm shape that we're looking for. And that valve that we're using, we are looking for 4 feet by 8 feet or 1.2 meters by 2.4 meters sheets of PVC sheeting. We don't want to have the pressurized pipe. It's the 1/8 inch or 3 millimeter PVC sheeting. The 6 to 8 inch diameter waste sewage pipe works great for this. And so that's the pipe that we'll use to make the valve. So if you can't find the sheets of plastic, the sewer pipes can be cut in half and melted and used to make this valve. So now we're pressing down to get the shape for the other side. And you can see there's an indentation in the center of the valve where it will fit smoothly with the bucket.